Hello, YouTube, and hello to my therapist, my friends, and my boyfriend Keith. That's everybody I'd be linking this video to. This is my first YouTube video. We are going to be playing a uh, horror romance visual novel called the Groom of Gallagher Mansion. And it includes all of these things. So as you can see, we have a lot of not great stuff going on here. So any if this triggers you, I highly encourage you to skip this video and, you know, take care of yourself. With that, let's start playing. Oh boy, Project Insel. Yeah, I know who that is. I think. I don't know. I think the background is very pretty. Snack Pop. I know who they are. They make good games. Good games indeed. Alright. Let's start. What the hell am I in for? I don't know. I've never played this. The stories I've heard about the old Gallagher Mansion. The tales and whispers and rumors. Home to decadence and luxury in the days of yore, now abandoned out of fear and left to rot. The obfuscated photos, the promise of lost inheritance, and a history stained by misfortune and blood, spilt, and greed and ambition. Ooh, I am intrigued. None of them have done this place justice. Quite the opposite, in fact. They all made it sound much more exciting. Oh, but you don't know what you're in for. I don't know what I'm in for either, so... A quick look at Gallagher Mansion doesn't suggest anything special. It's just one of many other ancient, abandoned, century-plus-old estates around here. I never got the hype. These decrepit old places litter this town like fallen leaves. No one has bothered to rake up. It's a spot for college dorks to drink and hope no one notices. An occasional haunted house for young adventurers, and home to a few basic ghost stories that some of the older locals take pride in. Heritage and horror in one neat package. You never notice anything extraordinary just by looking at it. Sure, close to midnight, an eerie old mansion far off the main road will spook you long enough, especially if you're alone. Luckily, I'm neither of those things. Well, technically I am alone, but not by myself. Oh? I fondle the phone in my hands for comfort while trying to avoid the thorns of the rose. No need to hurt myself just yet. According to Taylor. Who's Taylor? Gallagher Mansion is abandoned. It's been abandoned for most of its existence. So why does it look like a pile of splinters? Why are the grounds not overgrown with weeds and vines and poison ivy? A very good question. This mansion does look fairly spotless.
Team, do you copy? What's the situation on the field? Over.
I'm gonna assume the voices are picking up, so I'm just gonna let that, yeah. Doing fine, Taylor. In fact, I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping for something more than a light breeze, maybe a darker and stormier night to really set the mood. Over.
Ha, don't jinx yourself now, buddy. Optimal weather conditions will make the mission easier for you and me both. Over.
What does weather have to do with... Okay. You know, you don't need to say over when we're on a phone call, right? We can both talk and hear each other at the same time. Over. A pause. I could almost feel Taylor's thought on the other side of the line. I'm serious though, so far this may as well be an even stroll.
Keep your guard up! If my sources are accurate, I'm like 90% confident we'll find something in this place.
90% confident. The voice in my ear is Taylor Potts, my longtime dorm bestie at Zephyr University and the president of the college's Occult History and Science Investigation Club, aka the OHSIC. Meanwhile, there's me, the vice president, if only because I'm the only other member who consistently shows up to the meetings. And that's mostly because I feel bad for Taylor putting in all this work for the club. That's why I'm here tonight, of course. Why I'm at the steps of Gallagher Mansion, dressed to make some very uncomfortable nines. of a desperate ghost hunter walking me through a desperate plan. Long story short, the student union is a meeting away from dropping support from the OHSIC. We've had trouble retaining memberships for a while now, and the facility we use for our meetings is utterly wasted on the two of us. Their words, not mine.
What do you mean you're done funding the club? The OHSIC is an incredibly important resource for students to explore their spirituality, their heritage, their culture!
Ah, yes, I see what kind of guy Taylor is.
Listen, Mr. Potts. I've pulled enough strings letting you have the club for so long in the first place, but I can't defend you when we're not seeing results.
You still have a freaking anime club! All they do is watch movies and spend money on imported snacks! That's gotta be violating some kind of rule about appropriating funds or something!
First of all, it's the Japanese Culture and Heritage Club. Secondly, they actually retain regular members, as do many other clubs. If you can't engage with the students of this university, you're not really providing anything of value. Space is a premium too. You know that everyone on campus is going gaga for that newly proposed juggling club, and they'd appreciate a room that's barely being used as it is.
The juggling club? The juggling club! You can't do that to us!
I think it's the juggling club part that's gotten him the most. Taylor's logic. Clowns juggle things. Clowns are scary and evil. Therefore, the juggling club by default is scary and evil. I agree with Taylor.
There's gotta be another way! Please! What do you need us to do to save the club?
All you need is a few more members. Doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you can show us that the OSICO is still relevant to the student body.
OHSIC.
Yes, that.
That's how it went down yesterday morning, according to Taylor. Later that afternoon, before I could start going through the motions for our meeting agenda.
Okay, here's the plan. You know that old house way out there on the corner of town? That old Gallagher place where all those deaths and murders happened ages ago? We've never checked it out! We thought it was too boring, too vanilla. But no! Maybe we made a mistake trying to find new things when we've left the biggest stone in town unturned.
Okay, but has anything changed about the place since the last time we looked at it?
Tomorrow, we're gonna investigate the old dump. I just know there's something we can find in there. It's our last hope. Vice Prez, tonight we're hitting the books. Research like your life depends on it.
And by we're investigating, Taylor meant that I go there in person by myself while he provides intel via earpiece back at HQ. Of course. HQ's Taylor's car, of course. Maybe we could paint it like Ecto 1 and get a few members that way.
Status? You've been a little quiet. Over.
Back to the over thing, huh? Oh, I'm doing okay, just thinking.
Don't get cold feet now, buddy. We need you now more than ever. You've dealt with the paranormal before, and you've rocked their world. Are you worried about your lines?
No, I've got the strip down alright, though. My tuxedo is a little hard to read, and I'm worried about tripping over down and running into turns and what to get next. We're wearing a tuxedo because we're a dude. Well, my tuxedo is a little hard to breathe in. Can I loosen up a few buttons, take off this cummerbund, or at least take off the jacket for a moment? Over.
Sorry, no can do. You've got to look the part for when you fall into the cold, dead arms of Elias Gallagher. Over.
I'm sorry, what? Understood. I'll look as classically ravishing as possible. Over. As I said that, I quietly adjust my outfit anyway. Taylor can't see me or lay piece anyhow. I may as well be comfortable, or maybe even a little disheveled, as befits someone with my sorrowful tale. I'm at the door.
How's the rose?
Immaculate.
Then go for it, buddy. You're about to change our lives.
My life's about to change, I think. Can I ask you one more question before I start the mission?
Shoot.
Did like court entertainers or whatever still exist in Victorian times?
I don't really know if they did. Or why you're asking me that?
I'm just saying, what if Elias Gallagher isn't the only ghost left in this mansion? What if I run into his personal clown? Oh no, not a clown. Anything but a clown.
Ghost clown? No! Why would you even suggest such a thing? I don't want to think about it.
Me neither. It's worse than a regular clown. But I could be in danger unless maybe it was a nice clown who could cook.
Quit stalling and start the mission already.
There goes Taylor hammering in the no fun allowed sign. Oh well. I turned my attention back to the facade of the mansion. It really does look too well maintained for an abandoned building. The pool brush signal turns and the door glides open. The first thing I noticed is how still the air tastes inside the manor. The second thing I noticed was how cold it is in here, even compared to the light breeze outside. The atmosphere is unnaturally frigid, though not enough to make me bail out to grab a jacket so long as I'm quick. This place has certainly seen better days. Hacker voice, I'm in.
How's it looking in there, bud?
A lot more promising now that I'm inside, perfectly right for a haunting, complete with a creepy portrait upstairs. In fact, you'd probably have an asthma attack and all this stuff. Oh, I have asthma. And, yeah, I'm sure a dusty old mansion would probably just kill me the second I entered.
Is your sixth sense tingling?
I don't know why, but it is super cold here. As long as I'm in and out of here fast, I don't think I need to worry about it too much.
That's reasonable. I think it's time to summon a ghost then.
Oh boy, ghost summoning time. Yippee! Roger that. About time I put that single year of high school theater to good use. Well, here we go. Prick my finger on one of the thorns, scatter a few of the rose petals, then cue the monologue. I suck in a breath as the thorn pricks my index, channeling the pain into a sufficiently hammy performance. Alas, my poor aching heart. I raise my arms from the swing and choke out a few dramatic sounds before falling to my knees and putting my face into my hands. The acoustics in this foyer are pretty darn impressive, if I do say so myself. Woe is me to have been so coldly at the altar. Why did the love of my life forsake me so? Today was said to be the most joyous day of my mortal existence, and yet all I feel is the pull of despair, and in my darkest days thus, oh, woe upon such an unfortunate soul as mine. I can hear some slow clapping and a stifled guffaw from the earpiece. All I wanted in life was to know the warmth of my lover's touch. Won't anyone take pity on me? I don't know why I'm doing this voice. I'm just... yeah. I let loose another prophetic sound of anguish while clocking off my clothes and close my eyes.
This is my cue to throw tomatoes at the stage, right?
Rude. Tomatoes means the performance sucks. I'm doing great, dummy.
Alright. Keep up the good work then, buddy old pal.
I glance around my surroundings, almost so like the painting on the second floor is judging me silently, but it must be in my imagination. Why should I continue to live a life unfulfilled? I almost think it better to sleep in an eternity dreaming forevermore rather than to suffer this cruel reality. I pluck off the last of the rose petals and cast away the stem. The deep crimson speckles of my blood glimmer starkly in the light of the moon, now dripping through the cobweb-covered windows. Perhaps I shall die as I lived, alone, with naught but my own sorrow. If God or some kind and genial soul has lent their ears to my pleas, then take me now. I lower my head and let a few more tears flow down my cheeks. The ritual is now complete.
Truly a riveting performance. 10 out of 10, Oscar worthy, or...
Oh, thanks. Hey, don't kill the atmosphere. The temperature suddenly drops to the point where it feels like my blood is freezing in my veins. Something inside my brain screams at my legs to run, but I can't move. I raise my head just in time to see the rose petals scattered across the foyer, swirling up through the air, coalescing back onto the stem I threw at the foot of the steps.
this, which steals the stone entrance of the sepulchre.
Wait, who was that? What's happening over there?
My jaw drops to the vague shape of a man materializes from the top of the staircase. My mouth is suddenly too dry to form a coherent response, and so it begins. Elias Gallagher and his undead and ephemeral brother is gliding down the steps towards me. Holy shit.
Fresh blood in my esteemed estate. Stained on a red rose, no less. A tragic sight indeed. But not quite so tragic as the one who stands before me. Pray tell, who are you, and what is your purpose here?
Bud? Hey, Bud. What's going on over there?
Elias Gallagher, Lord of this manor, my name is... And I am but... I am Abby, a groom who was abandoned at the altar on the day of my own wedding. While broken heart in my chest and tears in my eyes, I sought solace in a quiet place away from the serenity and found myself here.
Ah, you poor dear. You and I are not at all dissimilar indeed. I am well acquainted with tragedy, and know that your wounds need tending to at once.
What about your floating, your head, it's not quite on your body there, friend. Oh my god, he has massive pecs. I'm just gonna stare at those for a minute. Yeah.
Tell me, would you like to forget the cur who broke your heart?
Sure. Why is your head doing the thing it's doing right now? Hook, line, and sinker. Oh yes, I would not hesitate if there was such a way to ease my sorrows, but I fear it won't be a simple matter. Instantly he raises his hand.
Nonsense, my dear. I can melt away your anxiety and regrets, for it is within my power as long as you remain inside these four walls. Now, will you accept this rose, darling?
Oh dear. He holds out the rose I straightened up not too long ago. The blood concentrates and cords absent from the stem.
Hey, Bud! What's going on there? The line's going haywire over here.
The supernatural. I reach up toward Elias to take the rose from his hands and our knuckles brush against one another. His touch is deathly cold. I will.
I'm requesting a report! Do you need backup? Answer me!
Yeah, I'm about to be married to a ghost. Talk to you later, Taylor.
Wonderful, darling.
Elias's hand leans up to my cheek, pressing it gently and favoring for my skin.
Now even death won't do us part.
What? What? What was that sound? A distant cry of a carnival mystery. That is not the line I expected to be reading next. A long wail of pain moaned between the walls and dancing on the flowers. Petals shake, stamen and crystals tremble and perform avalanches upon me, a billion cents as strong as a forgotten sun, strong enough to sting my eyes. Ow! I'm rising up into them to a blue ceiling. What the hell? Where am I? As I ask the wails and moans, shaking my bones ceaselessly with my breath. Just my breath. And that carnival mystery? The phone's still ringing, but it's not in any of my pockets. It's a sweating guard with a huge mistake. My hands skimp around the sheets of bed, searching my phone, trying to answer. Taylor. Hang on. Bed? My eyes remember to look at more than the ceiling, and along with the rest of my senses waking and processing information, sure enough I found myself in some ancient bedroom. I catch a flicker of light amongst the disheveled sheets and snatch it to me. My phone screen glows like a comforting little lantern. I accept Taylor's call, and...
Oh, God! I've tried you like 50 times already since the call dropped. What the hell happened?
I don't really know. Where am I?
Are you still in the mansion?
Somehow I had forgotten where I was. What had happened? My cheek twinged with the memory of a chill, ethereal touch. Elias. I touched Elias. A ghost touched me. That sounds like a bad no-no thing. It's like, a ghost touched me. Show me on the doll when the ghost touched you. Okay. Right? That actually did happen. It wasn't just some sleep-deprived hallucination I had from all of Taylor's ramblings, right?
Hey, bud! Don't climb up now!
I guess I'm, not outside at least.
Describe your location!
Well, everything around me is still dimly lit in a morose shade of blue, so that's a good sign. Well, good might not be the right word. And the decor certainly looks wait, hang on. This is still inside the mansion, right? Lights and decor are one thing, but this room sure doesn't look like it's moments from falling apart. The sheets I'm lying upon are corresponding in perfect condition, as fresh as the day they were woven on some state-of-the-art pedal loom. The mattress fills my weight with a sense of duty, and the pillows couldn't be fluffier. Ah yes, fluffy pillows, one of the joys of life. The paint in the walls, which were peeling away in the foyer, holds immaculately tight there without a chip in sight. No cobwebs or holes or even a speck of dust floating upon the air. The portraits and paintings all hang straight and untorn, with gilded golden frames. The pots and vases without any cracks in their porcelain. Even the air is a far cry from moss and birds' nests of ignoring stale taste. And now that I'm calmer, I also notice that I'm wearing a pair of soft, soaking gloves I don't recall bringing with me when I came in. Or at least a gift from Elias. Hey, hang on. Look at this bedroom. I take a quick set of photos and upload them to Taylor.
Wait! A bedroom?
I guess. It's a lot nicer than the foyer. Nothing's falling apart, nothing's stained. It does look like it does look like part of the same house though, some general decor.
Huh. Maybe the door was locked and nobody got in? This place is a known party hub after all. Maybe the co-eds and whoever else wrecked everything they could reach, but they just couldn't get into here.
That seems unlikely. A century of no one visiting would still do damage to a locked room. It's not like it's sealed away from the rest of the world. Unless... was it just this room? A special place for me? Hey Taylor, can I ask you for a favor?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you, like, brief me on the mission again?
You're kidding, right?
I just woke up and I'm pretty sure there's a ghost floating around eager to meet me, so come on.
Yeah, alright, you're right. Let's play 20 questions to catch you up to speed here.
Am I here? Okay, I guess I got ask him all these questions, so I'll start with this one. Why am I here?
You're really asking me? Sorry.
Taylor inhales deeply before continuing.
You're on a field mission to investigate Gallagher Mansion, so we can find evidence that ghosts exist, therefore proving that the OHSIC still has value to Zephyr University Student Union. Besides finding a ghost, we're also looking to see if we can figure out where that old Gallagher fortune might be. Treasure hunting isn't our primary goal, but it's worth keeping an eye out for. The newspaper clippings we found always said how huge the inheritance was, but some assets were never accounted for in the banks. Rumor has it that the Gallaghers kept part of the fortune somewhere in the estate.
That sounds about right. Thanks for the recap. Who were the Gallaghers? So who exactly were the Gallaghers in the grand scheme of things?
The Gallaghers were a well-off military family from Europe who came to America in the mid-1800s. Archibald Gallagher, the patriarch of the family, found success as a cornmeal baron. He married a woman named Mildred, and together they had a total of 7 children. All of the Gallaghers were quite exceptional, except for...
Elias. Interesting.
Elias was the black sheep of the family. All of his other siblings were born strong and healthy, but Elias's birth came with a lot of complications.
Sounds like me. Yeah, my birth was actually a little complicated. They had to work hard to deliver me. Like, my mom didn't need a C-section, but they did have to turn me around or something, so, yeah. But, go on, Taylor. He was bedridden for most of his life, wasn't he? Oh! Well, that's not quite me. I'm not bedridden, but I'm very sickly.
Pretty much the epitome of the sickly Victorian child trope.
So, me minus the bedridden part. I don't think you should put it that way. I can almost hear Taylor stroke from the earpiece. How did the Gallaghers die? How did the Gallaghers all die?
A lot of rumors say it was some kind of curse, but no one can agree on why they were cursed to begin with. The eldest child died first in a horse accident or something. After that, it was a chain of freak accidents in short succession, completely unrelated to the previous deaths. But without fail, it would always kill the next eldest child like a line of dominoes, hitting the rest of them in some pretty gruesome ways.
Yikes.
I think Archibald and Mildred Gallagher weren't too happy about having to write Elias down as their sole heir once the others were gone, but somehow he managed to dodge the curse.
Interesting that the black sheep did.
Then, not long after amending the will, the parents drowned in a bridge collapse on what was supposed to be a leisurely carriage ride. Same energy as scented candles setting fire to your apartment.
Oh, lovely. Talk about depressing.
There was, still is, plenty of speculation about Elias spinning elaborate murder schemes to take down his family. But the thing is, Elias had few people to write letters to, and even fewer people who'd write back. Elias became a permanent shut-in after becoming the head of the Gallagher estate. I'd probably do that too if it happened to me.
So Elias doesn't have many friends, or didn't. Same here. Jeez, no kidding. Elias himself was murdered long after the Gallagher curse had axed off the rest of his family, but who killed him?
That would be Violet and Gerard Dupont. Gerard was the Gallagher groundskeeper, and after the rest of the family died, he decided to get a little ambitious. Don't think that guy was gay, though. Otherwise, I imagine he would have gone after Elias himself.
Nothing wrong with being gay. Gay myself.
So, he introduced his sister Violet to Elias as a fellow heiress without a partner. You can guess what happened next, right?
Yeah. The whole courtship dance, a romantic proposal, and a wedding you're at home about?
Everything but the wedding, yes. According to the newspapers we dug up, Elias died the night before his wedding ceremony while the Duponts were caught red-handed tearing the place apart, looking for the Gallagher fortune.
Poor Elias. And then the rest is history. You know, this mansion feels different compared to the last time I had an encounter with the paranormal. Taylor?
That's because the last mission I sent you on wasn't a real thing. That was a fake paranormal incident. Hey, after we posted your reactions on the internet, we did get some new members.
For a little bit. Then they left and it was just you and me again. Taylor lets a deep sigh on the other end, and that's the end of that. Thanks for catching me up, Taylor.
Of course, bud.
I glance around at my surroundings again. Door leading out of this room, out to somewhere only Elias could know, beckoned me forward. I had to know what lay beyond. And guess what? We're gonna stop there for this episode because, gotta leave you in a little suspense, so I'm just gonna save here real quick because I don't trust this game so far. And, next time, I guess I'll go out that door and probably meet with Elias and speak to him some more. And, yeah, I really don't know what's going to happen in this game. So, yeah. Alright, see you next time. Bye-bye.